everybody, and thank you guys for checking out the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and well, there you go. See, this is the tale of a sad, sad man, and we're gonna get into it. The Lost Weekend. Let me see. Let me show you guys what I watched. This is for our Blu-ray Hunter reviews. The Lost Weekend. From Kino Lorber with I think commentary by film historian Joseph McBride. No, radio adaptation. Trailers from Hell with part Mark Pellington and theatrical trailers. There's a few trailers on there. Um so I'm gonna start out by saying I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. I was shocked at how much I enjoyed this movie. I mean, I shouldn't have been shocked. Billy Wilder is always one of those directors that I don't think he's ever stirred me wrong. Like, I've never seen a bad one from him. I'm sure there have been one. I just never saw it. Like, I've always thought that I got something from every one of his movies, and this film was no exception. This movie, I got a lot from it, and as I said, because I did I'm gonna, I do a little ranking of these movies, and I did a little bit of a review of it too, so you can see that. But so I will say, like, the ending, I will say, was not my favorite ending of the movie. I just felt like it wrapped it up way too quickly and didn't really explain how. I mean, I as somebody who knows a little bit about alcoholism, I know a little bit about it. I'm not gonna say like I'm an expert or anything, but I will say that somebody who is a true alcoholic, like this poor chap, is what's his name? Don. Um, his name was Don. Poor Don. Um, I felt really bad for Ray Milland. Or for his character, Don Burnham. Thought he did a great job, but he was just so like fixated. He needed his next fix. He needed alcohol. He wasn't going to survive if he didn't keep drinking. And I've been there, I've recovered and everything. But a lot of people, I don't think you can um, recover uh just by saying you're gonna quit because you found your love of writing about yourself or something. Like that's not how he would quit. But they didn't show him get into some kind of rehab or didn't go into Alcoholics Anonymous or anything. It just was like, he quit because he wanted to write a book about himself. And I don't think necessarily that would have been the case. But it's not my it's not my place to say any of that or whatever, because I don't know, whatever works for you works. If it works for you, that's great. I just don't buy it. Now Ray Milland, he plays so well of this guy who's just struggling. He had quit for 10 days and he got the craving again, and he knew he was going away for like a long weekend, so he figured he could find ways to get alcohol somehow or whatever. And then he ditches going away and just stays, and he goes on this long bender of drinking and drinking and then we get some flashbacks and some other stuff. And I just thought it was incredibly powerful and moving. And from what I heard, the what is it, uh the liquor companies didn't want this movie out there because they were afraid that if this movie got out there, that they would lose, people's business. And totally understandable, but in the same sense, I was like, I I don't think this works like that. I don't think that's going to be a problem. But I don't know. Maybe it would have been. So they tried to, like, I guess, not, I don't know if sue or try to like pay off the studio, but they're like, that means we gotta hit our hands that's gonna do something good, so let's get this out there. Also Raymond Chandler did Double Indemnity, and I know uh basically Billy Wilder wanted to show him what he was like, I guess, do a video about what he was like. And really, I think it would have been better to hear from Raymond Chandler's point of view, because it would have been interesting to actually see somebody who struggled with addiction and stuff, talk about the addiction process and stuff. So I don't know. It was a wonderfully done, crafted, well-made movie that tugged at my heartstrings. I really liked everybody in it. Jane Wyman, oh man, why can't we see more of her? Like, I wish she was in almost every scene. She was so freaking beautiful. Um, I don't think she's around still today. I think she passed away. I could be wrong. I'm not wrong. She passed away 2007 at the age of 90. So yeah, she would be over 100 if she were living today. But she was so wonderful in the movie. She was so adorable. I felt terrible for her. Like, there are times where even the brother was like, "What are you doing with this guy? Why are you wasting your time?" And I kind of felt that way too. He used and abused people. I mean, she was trying. She had a line in the movie where she said, or he was like, "I'm trying not to drink," and she's like, "I'm trying not to love you." And it's so funny, because like, and then there was a bunch of great quotes. I heard one. I was like, I had to write it down because I thought it was so good. Um, it was, he was talking about this, missing his girlfriend's meeting the girlfriend's parents and stuff, and how they were so well kept and respectable looking that he didn't feel like he would fit in. And he said, I had to have a drink, but then one just didn't do anything for me, so I had to have another. And his brother goes, yeah, and another, and another. You poor idiot, Don. Won't you ever learn that for you it's like stepping off a roof and expecting to fall just one floor? And um and that's exactly true. If you know any alcoholics, they think if they can just have one, they'll be okay. And that one is like falling off a roof, but expecting just to hit one floor. And I thought, oh man, that's great. I'm gonna use that in stories or whatever. So I absolutely love that saying. I love this movie. I thought it was really good and powerful. You would think like an alcoholic watching a movie that's basically all about alcohol? That's impossible. No, they're very possible because first of all, alcohol is not, even if it's in 3D, it ain't gonna make you drink it. You have to do that on your own. Um, it might make you thirsty a little bit, but that's about it. And that what you do with that thirst is your thing. So, anywho, I loved it. Had a great time. I think it is probably up there as like really, really one of Billy Wilder's best. I mean, I'm very glad Kino put it out. Sad I can't watch it on Masters Cinema, and until I actually buy a multi-region Blu-ray player or whatever, I'm just not gonna buy any more that I know are region B locked. Just because I'm not gonna be able to watch it. So what's the use? But any of the 4Ks apparently will play fine. So whatever. All right, well, with that being said, thank you guys for checking this out. Join me next week. I should have a brand new one. If not, it'll be the week after. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing 4 of these a month or if I'm going to be doing 2 a month or 3 a month, whatever. Probably all 4 days of these was it Monday? So for in October. Or 5, I think there might be 5 months in October. I don't know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy this. Until then, everybody, bye.